Hi, welcome back to Pappy Tinkers. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about my fountain pen journey. It started out about 5 years ago, I guess, when I started making ink pens like these. And eventually I got curious and had always wanted to try a fountain pen. So I bought a kit and I made one out of some fancy wood. Today I'm going to take my second real big step in it. I've ordered some stuff from a ink company, which is going to be my first time trying out anything new. I have tried one of the inexpensive Pilot Varsity fountain pens, but we have some other stuff coming today, so stick around. Let's take a look. Welcome back. So, like I was saying before, I got curious and I had ordered a couple fountain pen kits like this, and I made them and I started liking them. I liked the way that it felt. I liked the way that the ink flowed. Not that it's doing it right now like it should, but and I liked that it made me take my time to try to improve my handwriting. As a guy, you know it's got to be sloppy. So as time progressed, I went from making them out of wood. This particular one is Cocobolo, but I used some other fancier woods, and there's a story about one that I don't have out right now, but I've also made them with acrylic like this, and this is a slightly different style, a little bit longer. And I've even made some that were more of an everyday type of pen, like this particular one. And it just has a more fancier kind of, I don't know if you'd call this a 50s feel or retro or nouveau, or, but I like it. It's cool looking. And this is all that I've used for the last 5 years or so. And these are refilled with these little ink cartridges like this right here. Nothing fancy. You can get them in blue and black, and I guess you can get them in other colors too, but this is all I've used up until about a week or two ago, when I bought this little Pilot Varsity. It's like $3 or $4 at Hobby Lobby, just to try and see if it was any different. This is non-fillable. I think it only comes in one nib size. There's not a whole lot you could do with it, but it still writes, and it's still the same thing, but without the nice heft that the other ones have. So I got curious about inks, and I made a mistake of trying India ink that I got from Hobby Lobby. India ink said it was in the ink section, thought it was all good, thought it would work in these pens. No, do not use India inks in fountain pens. It does not work right, and when you go to clean it, you are going to have a heck of a time. But anyways, I got online and I started looking up fountain pen inks. And I came across this company, Goulet pen, and I started looking at the stuff, and it got me real curious. A lot of fancy pens, and if you've ever looked into fountain pens, you know they can get into some really big bucks. Hundreds, if not even thousands of dollars for these things, and that's not in my budget or what I want. Around the same time, a friend of mine told me she was doing some journaling and wrote in her journal every night. So I thought, Well, let's just see what we can come up with here. So, I ordered a few things from Goulet pens, and we're going to take a look at it here. We might get to try them out, we might not. We'll probably make a sample of it later. But this is just a short video that's going to talk about my journey into fountain pens. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know where it's going to take us. So one of the things I got was an inexpensive shark fountain pen. Now isn't this cute? I live in Florida now, so anything kind of shark or water related is always good. I can't read who it's by. Let's see, this has an eyedropper type thing. I don't know if you can see this plunger, but it's refilled by sucking the ink up through there. Okay, this is kind of cool. The nib is pretty protected on it, and it looks smaller than the pens I've been using. I'm already excited to try this out. Okay, that's cool. What else we got over here? This was a little bit fancier one, done in acrylic, very similar to the ones that I make, but it's like a metallic black acrylic, and I don't know how much it'll focus. This is a Janhao. Oh, I'm sure I'm butchering that name. X750, and it's got little multicolored sparkles glitter in it. It had a nice review, and it was actually on sale for about $7. Why not? Let's try it. So let's see what this has. We unscrew a whole lot and nothing seems to be happening. Oh, it pulls. Okay, so on this one, the cap pulls off. Some nice fine nib. Is this showing up? It says it's a medium nib. This is another one that has the plunger style system where you can suck the ink up through either the nib, or you can put this down into the ink and use that to suck it up. And there's another way, if I remembered to get it, and we'll find that out real shortly. I'm going to set that off to the side. Set all those over here. Oh, it doesn't look like I got the stuff. I was supposed to get some syringes. They have syringes, small syringes that will allow you to suck up the different colored inks and squirt them into these, and it doesn't look like that came. I thought I ordered it. Let's see, gel pen, fountain pen, sample, 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 sample. It does not look like it got shipped or put on the order. I don't see it. Okay, but I also got lots of samples of inks. Some blue velvet, deep sea, you can see some reds, some blues, some teals, some greens. And some more in this bag. I'm pretty excited to be able to do this. I wish my art skills and my regular drawing skills were much better, because that would give a much nicer review of this kind of stuff. These samples from Goulet were about between $1.25 and $2 for 1 milliliter sample, and this looks like it's about enough to fill one of these cartridges once, maybe twice. Don't ask me how long that'll last. That all depends on how much you write. See anything else in here? We got lots of samples to try out on the next one. Nothing looks like it leaked, so they shipped it good. Thank you for buying. This is to Sandy. I packed your order with a slightly ridiculous amount of care to make sure that the writing products that you love would arrive safely today. I'd love to hear about what you think about how we've done at the website. Thank you, Sandy. Sandy, this was packaged perfectly, and I think the only mistake was something that I forgot to order. Fountain Pen Day 2023. I wonder when that is. I'm a sucker. Tootsie Pops. Blueberry Mini Pops. But I did not get my syringes. That's okay. I have some little pipettes for the airbrushing, and perhaps I can use those instead. Well, thanks for coming along on the beginning of my journey into fountain pens and a little bit of discovery here. Hopefully some of this will inspire you to get out and try a little bit also. Writing is not just a lot lost art, but there's something nice about it, and it really starts to get personal, especially if you're writing cards or letters. It just feels neat, and it's certainly a whole lot better than a text message. So, have fun, be safe, and think about starting your own journey into fountain pens. See you next time on Pappy Tinkers.